Is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nashitown. Still no news about... If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up...
Hello! You must be the traveler and... Mr. Flynn has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious...
The Wild Hunt? Oh, uh-oh, come on, let's go!
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all.
Looks like his appetite truly is insane.
He's not seriously still getting... everyone's here already!
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. That is, until this...
And we're sure that Rerir did... Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to...
Traveler, there wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there...
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he...
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly...
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost...
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality.
There are many besides his name and title. We know little about...
Exactly. And I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. But if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it!
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Somewhere like the Eye of Christ.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these two
I agree, we should split up.
Wait, why he's...
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki rich ore.
That's right. Yes, it...
Splitting up's always gonna be risky, but... And if we do...
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting.
Didn't you say the 3rd?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway...
Agreed.
All right.
We'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go!
Any leads?
Nope. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second.
So, you guys didn't find anything
Not loving the word either.
I questioned a few Ratnik, almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that...
He's been biding his time for a while now.
No idea. Since...
All we can do now is hope that Wait, he's actually here? I didn't...
No, it's Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick! Why is he attacking the damselette? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Felindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
That was too close!
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by...
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, We saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time—
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database.
Wait, she's the moon goddess?
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his why he holds me in such contempt. I cannot say.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. It is also possible that he covet, but right now, devising a
counter strategy? We don't stand a chance against an— Surely our only option— No, I can't—
Running is our only—
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Well, I mean—
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? A coyote doesn't stop for— What is it, Lau? The frost moon sound—
We can't just
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk—
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But—
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon side. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything. After much reflection, I've realized that this was any relationship based on— You were born here, and now you've returned.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid. Very well then.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in—
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely rejected by the world. My power is dwindling. Like a lake.
What do you mean, rejected by the—
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the frost, yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. But this method of recovery is painfully slow.
It's the Wild Hunt! Even faster than we expected.
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting—
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here! Ouch! They're blind!
Defensively,
Oh, they just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
Rear's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's house to escape! This goes on much longer.
A long sleep beckons. Close your eyes.
insulation chamber
By the Frost Moon hold.
ultimatum protocol.
Be silent. Close your eyes. The night comes.
With one heart, you
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Look! Your rainbow! They're blind!
Preparing for dust up.
for the everlasting forest.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nodcry, aka the Black Market of Intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty familiar with me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. You look way younger than Paimon expected.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsvartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly...
Another?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him... My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any... So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nodcry?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui... that's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head...
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt, and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away,
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what to... And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe... But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take...
A new variable?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere. That said, while I was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast. I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nodcrian Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself? The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go first. To my knowledge...
What if there was a way to tap into...
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon. The last piece.
That's right. If we can find the iridescent moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much...
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and...
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one...
I know a way, but... We will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau?
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to... As you saw for yourself, people's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerability. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nodcry for centuries now. If we want to stop...
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead...
But where would we even start?
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machine.
She heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business.
Details. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rerir. We can't do this without the Curatorium. But I knew it'd be a tough job.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about it? Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel...
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis.
So you're just going to sit...
Why should I get involved?
What if we told you?
Oh? Then I'd say...
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, if you insist on compensation, I will...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to...
Boss, just a thought. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be if there's any way we can...
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well. Yehoda, I will help. But just this once, Flynn's. That fragment that Rerir was at.
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some lead.
Wait, you actually...
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, and that brings me to the third and final item. I'm in for this part, no matter what.
Count me in.
Come off it, you two. I'm way ahead of you here. Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over it. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nogcry. So as long as the rest of you keep...
I like it.
No biggie.
All right, then. Well, once your team has finished their mission, return...
Lady Damselette. Wait. We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this...
You really think that's gonna...
We're not looking for any trouble.
Do I need to remind you that you're out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're...
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
So tell me, actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear...
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I have...
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
What? Huh? You mean...
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and...
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face... Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like...
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? First Rosaline, now you? I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just a...
Well, duh. Why else? Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia, have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of two...
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my team back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one...
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambition. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no but if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
Guess that's our cue to leave?
That might be your plan, but...
Huh?
Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters...
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area! I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
Huh. You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll... Stare all you want, Columbina. You're...
I know. But they...
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All the... Come on then, Mr. Ray here. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creation.
Polonia, get him!
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Curse it. Moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past?
Good deduction.
Whoa. I guess this...
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned.
Whenever I've never I on the up.
If you ask me, you're about as far...
Once I take a... And also how to make sure I come out of... Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the...
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe, is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor. That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Hey.
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awake...
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two
If you want to make it big in Nodcry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that It was back when I first arrived in Nodcry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, and wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20%, plus any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sun. So, let me guess, you've run into some trouble?
You guessed correctly. What have you got?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking? At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're...
What if I told you it's someone with the power?
Is that so? Then we really are...
You're...
a powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but if you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you...
Of course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No?
Let's just say I'm borrowing it. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you...
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care.
See you later!
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me, so remember, don't... Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of simple furnishing. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnar, unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway.
Hi, Reverie. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'll test it out. And if it's as good as everyone's saying... P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you...
They didn't sign their name. But they must...
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. But if he invites me again...
The Lindis. That's the...
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll... Honestly, I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. That would explain why they use so much stone in there. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people...
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. He really is a professional. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained... Did Rary rip it out himself?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was in the burial place of a fallen moon. It was you who helped me see that my heart...
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. The burial place...
Reverie! Dane! Oh, and, Vedelfin here?
Hello there, Reverie. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves... So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you... I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then?
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and...
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more a member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king...
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about...
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vedafulnir. Daneslif's elder brother. Renowned, and yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have some... Does he even know me? Why did he react so strongly?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rare looked like, but perfectly normal. Note, as frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something...
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being... Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifilnir showed up today, too.
Ah, Mr. Vedifilnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming...
He overheard Dainsleif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was...
So, you're worried? We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about... I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Rerir. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so...
So, you do remember.
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this.
All right. Take your... Nobodies. Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present? Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no... A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even... What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace? Thelindis? It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon... There's no reason we can't keep living happily together. Cherishing the simple...
See? You just need to stay positive, Rerir. I can feel your warmth, your breath. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening.
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't...
Relax. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect...
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary... He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancé to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly... Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rerir of Solnari.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster Conria, has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see...
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembering. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field...
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That you're...
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. Take care, Rerir of Solnari.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Candace, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to, but that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. The Moonlit Dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there were those. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some... I have to get a clear answer from him.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the visionary. I've investigated this whole area now. Should I try somewhere else?
So, he's late after all. Just you wait, Rerir.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying. May we have a word in private?
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Not long ago, the Ray...
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally... His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the King's Guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely...
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange. Rerir was nowhere to be seen. Rerir couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull?
Any more questions and I'll...
I had no idea you could do that. I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time. Luckily, we managed to learn.
So far, so good. Especially the group with the...
If you're worried about them, go see how...
If I know Bob...
Oh, they've been prowling around. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly oh, that's never gonna... If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rerir. And what... Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! Phew! That was a close call. Watch out! They're coming this way!
fire.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no! There's a fire!
Zandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. He sure doesn't pull his
Excuse me, do you need—
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Wait a minute.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going haywire.
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, you've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it your...
More, please.
Quiet now. Game's up. Fun's over. Rain outlines your fate.
Get a little chilly. Way now.
Merciless. Into the void. Busted.
Extinguish.
No backup, huh? Fine by me. Ah, this wasn't locked. How convenient.
It's a relief to see you all made it back.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back.
I see. But first, Who do we have here?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon...
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya.
Oh, the feeling's mutual.
A Fatui.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trying.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you...
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's what...
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry. But
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes that's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track... Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Look, but she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, after all.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that...
All right.
The dregs of the Crimson Moon.
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of...
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped, but one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed. Hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal. What's the matter?
Stephanie, Granddaughter, Flinders.
Interesting. Anything else?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Mag...
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason...
Well, no short... The Lindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conry... Oh yeah, just like how it was...
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance we're...
It's possible. That merchant who never knows. Dori Sangama Bay.
All right, then. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger.
I'll head back to the curatorium.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the wild hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flints, Ino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on...
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. I decided to call in some... Stay safe, everyone.
We're back. Did we get here?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident... Everything going smoothly?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right... Oh, right! Ineffa, could you fill in...
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source, but according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had... That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words,
Flint's, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nodcry are rallying to fight back. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. Ineffa and I will head back over to Amsfartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal's a deal.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
What is that?
They were bad.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it?
We already decided that Ineffa should go investigate the situation over at Amsfartnir on her. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides...
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, we still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina...
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon.
Huh? Are you serious? Isn't...
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power... Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnant. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the Abyss. You all understand the nature of the Abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it...
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too...
Oh, sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the...
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Carians used to worship, does that mean that the Carians were to the Crimson...
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like, but I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly...
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar, and when I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer... Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are...
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are. So...
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me... You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon. In the Crimson Moon era. Or so the story goes.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing, they made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admit. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, within the book leaves much unsaid. But I suspect that this was their way of
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space.
But there's no fire.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used. In short, I can open a passage to the catch is I'll need to stay on this side to... Very well. Then...
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if... Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice as you're crossing.
Got it!
I sense a sinister gloom inside. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who...
Let's get down to business.
Here, this will...
Arlecchino, hold up a second! We still haven't got the...
Simple.
Huh?
Your surprise is... But the more I thought... When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very... What's more, whenever... Exactly. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more since this blood. You all understand.
If I recall...
Yes.
Oh.
Anyway.
What does that mean?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were. But I would later on, still.
The first time we met, I sensed something from when I looked at you.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about... Anyway, time is... I just want to make sure...
That's right. The iridescent...
Deal. Then let's get...
Get what started?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester... You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. In the Crimson Moon.
Beyond the bounds of
the Crimson Moon, they made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally... The adults in the book...
That explains...
But there's no...
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between those burned away. In short, I can open... The catch is I'll need... Very well. Then I'll...
Traveler, spare me a little more... Thank you.
Mistress of the 7 hues of ages past, Great Mother of the present, Crimson-clad Sovereign of the 2 realms. By fire severed, by fire renewed. I offer myself now, and beseech your descent. One word of a...
Got it!
I sense a sinister... I feel that I am about to meet an old... What a tragic sight. Fragments of your...
Careful! There's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the By the way, Kalambina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty cold, Paimon. How is that possible?
Flicker.
Farewell. Gotcha.
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Overruled. Not too far now. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Here you are.
Witness my rise.
Be free.
Farewell.
Be free.
Transfixed. Ah!
Flicker.
It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of... Wait. See that? Looks like a... Looks like a device from the time of Kalia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we could activate it, we might find some clues. Look at that! Now that the mechanisms... Do you think these mechanisms might be the...
Thelindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands.
I hope this isn't ruining... Mind your own business.
Thelindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? Oh, yeah!
The Abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me waning moon. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space.
Looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Laid bare.
So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking... If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end. With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon. Oh, Rerir, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. but you're not the... If only I could get my hand...
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Elendis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow.
It must be. For within it, I sense the fragile aura of a dying soul.
Then there's no time to lose! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow.
Transfixed!
That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
This is where you fall.
Not too far now.
Here you are. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Too slow. Go. You're free now. Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
We're so close!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Farewell. It's getting... Scatter.
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away, like if we can purify the abyssal power within. It's so cold. Is it you? Huh? At long last. I'm sorry. I lied to you. The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only I had You look so... But trust me when I say...
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? Oh, it sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of us have ever met her before.
Perhaps. She took me for a fading soul like hers. Our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. Alright, time to leave the... That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon. Huh? Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The Abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart! Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
Hey,
what are you waiting for?
Is that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone.
Oh, we're so sorry, Arlecchino.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor,
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, call... Feeling stronger.
Hey, Columbina! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still.
It's still not just one more ray of moonlight. It's okay. I can take it.
How about now?
At the very least, I want to see him gone from Not Cry.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a whip, but now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been All I'll say is this. All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safely.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to...
But we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength.
Wait.
In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position. Wait. Huh? Whatever.
error.
All I can think about is D-Luke.
Hard work is all there is to the craft. Hard work is all there is to the craft.
My strength still fills me. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Gosh, all I can think about is D-Luke.
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
No wonder you're a master.
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
That's what I'll make tonight.
No wonder you're a master. Hard work is all there is to the craft.
That's what I'll make tonight.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
Fresh fruit only at Quinn's Fruit. It's monster. What could happen?
Better see Bob at the cathedral if you're injured.
Hard work is all there is to the craft.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples.
Fresh fruit only at Quinn's Fruit.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever. The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position. There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
We grew up together, after all.
The Archons. I
up together after all.
Just one word.
I swear on the Archons, I can't go any lower.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples. There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
It's monster. What could happen?
I swear on the Archons, I can't go any lower.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Can't you give me a better price?
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
It's monster. What could happen? Take your pick.
Fresh fruit, only at Quinn's Fruit.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples. Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
I swear on the Archons, I can't go any lower. Only at Quinn's Fruit.
Do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smooth. Oh, hey look! They made it! Prince! Llama!
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I'm... Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the...
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also the correct one.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder.
So? Who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance.
It's nice to meet you. Again.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Duran!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society.
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your...
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help...
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long...
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back.
Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went...
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip...
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities.
I understand. Well...
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise we...
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague, too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I...
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and